So hello and welcome to my channel, my page, whichever platform you are viewing from. My name is Ashley and I'm a makeup artist, and I do this little bit called Makeup and Music. It's where I get ready, do my makeup, and while I'm doing that, I talk about a musical influence. So today's video is all about Hank Williams Jr., also known as Bosephus. So I'm sure you've probably heard of him. He is a country music legend. So let us get started. So today I'm going to be using this Ciate London palette for my makeup look. It's got some really pretty colors in it. But let's talk about Hank Williams Jr. So he was born Randall Hank Williams on May 26, 1949 in Shreveport, Louisiana. He's currently 71 years old. So he's very well known as Bosephus. And actually, his father nicknamed him Bosephus after the comedian Rod Brassfield's ventriloquist dummy. So that's who he is named after. Which brings us to who is Hank Williams Jr.'s father? Hank Williams Sr., who is also a country music singer. He was known as the father of country and western music in the 1940s and early 50s. Okay, so Hank Jr., he also has a half sister. Her name is Jet Williams. She's a singer-songwriter as well. And Hank is the father of, wait for it, Hank Williams the third. And you know what? He sings too. So very musically talented family. Anyways, moving on. Hank Williams Jr., his father, passed away in 1953. So he was just pretty young when his dad passed away. So he was raised by his mother, Audrey Williams. While he was a child, a number of contemporary musicians visited his home, and they were a big influence on him. They taught him various music instruments, including the guitar, bass guitar, steel guitar, banjo, piano, keyboards, saxophone, fiddle, and the drums. So that is a lot of instruments to know how to play. He's obviously very talented, wouldn't you say? Yes. Okay. Among those figures that were of influence to him were Merle Haggard, Johnny Cash, Fats Domino, Earl Scruggs, and Jerry Lee Lewis. Yes. Okay. So Williams first appeared on stage when he was only 5 years old, singing one of his father's songs. He attended the John Overton High School in Nashville, Tennessee. So he would take his guitar along with him to music class. He would be like the musical, he did music and played his guitar for the pep rallies and also for performances in the school choir. Now, Williams began his career, following in the footsteps, obviously, of his father. He covered many of his songs, imitated his style. His first TV appearance was in 1964 on an episode of The Jimmy Dean Show, where he sang several songs that associated with his dad. So his musical style is often considered a blend of Southern rock, blues, and country. His style, however, evolved slowly as he struggled to pursue his own or he was struggling to find his own voice and his own place within country music. So in the mid-70s, he began to pursue a musical direction that would eventually make him a superstar. So he was recording a series of moderately successful songs, but he began a heavy pattern of drugs and alcohol abuse. On August 8th of 1975, he was nearly killed in a mountain climbing accident in southwestern Montana. So he was climbing Ajax Peak when the snow beneath him collapsed, and he fell almost 500 feet onto rock, where he suffered multiple skull and facial fractures. So this incident is actually chronicled in the autobiography made for TV movie titled Living Proof, the Hank Williams Jr. Story. So he spent 2 years in recovery. He had several reconstructive surgeries. He had to learn how to basically talk and sing again. But he had, lots of scarring and disfigurement. So from the accident, so to hide his scars and disfigurement, he grew a beard and he began wearing sunglasses and a cowboy hat. So the beard, the hat, the glasses, they have since become his signature look, and he's rarely seen without them. So during the 1980s, Hank Jr. became a country music superstar. He was known for his catchy anthems and hard-edge, rock-influenced country. His songs were constantly hitting the number 1 or number 2 spots on the charts. So some of his probably most popular, widely known songs hold the titles of Family Tradition, which is probably, you go into any karaoke bar or club and you can bet that that song is probably going to be sung by somebody that night. And my family has been known to belt that tune out a few times. Anyways, Whiskey Bent and Hellbound, Old Habits, and My Name is Bosephus. He's very well known for his hit, A Country Boy Can Survive. And so also, he was the performer of the theme song for Monday Night Football based on his 1984 hit, All My Rowdy Friends Are Coming Over Tonight. He's also had some cameo appearances in music videos, and he has sang duets with Larry the Cable Guy, Kid Rock, which him and Kid Rock happen to be good friends, Charlie Daniels, and Gretchen Wilson. Some notable events and awards for Hank Williams Jr. include being honored by CMT in 2006 for the Johnny Cash Visionary Award. He was named one of the 7 living legends of his native Shreveport in 2011. And then he was inducted into the Hall of Fame in 2017, as well as the Country Music Hall of Fame in 2020. He's the winner of several awards for Male Vocalist of the Year, Video of the Year, and Entertainer of the Year 5 times. So I think we can agree that Hank Williams Jr., Bosephus, is clearly a successful country music artist with a large number of songs that are huge hits, as well as awards and nominations. So if you haven't watched his semi-autobiography movie, the Living Proof Hank Williams Jr. story, I recommend that. It's a good movie. I saw it years ago. It talks a lot about his accident, so I would recommend watching that movie. Okay, so that's going to wrap it up for this viewing of Makeup and Music, but I do have a question. So who would you like to maybe see me talk about in a future video? So I've done mostly country legends, Dolly Parton, Loretta Lynn, Patsy Cline. I've done Merle Haggard, George Strait, Garth Brooks, Johnny Cash. I've done a couple rock. legends, the Eagles, and Janis Joplin, which you can see all of these videos on my YouTube page. But, you know, I would like to hear from you. What's your comments? Maybe there's somebody out there that you would like to hear about. You know, I talk about them and my look comes together. So drop your suggestions in the comments. Okay, so last, let's not forget this stunning makeup look. I added some lashes and lips to complete it, but I will link all the products that I use down below. And I just want to say thank you for watching. I love spending this time with you. What would I do without you? Anyways, thank you very much. I hope you have a great day. And I'm going to sign off now, but I will be seeing you again very soon. Bye.